What up, everybody? At one point in time in Power, Holly's uncle asked Tommy if he had any kids. Tommy's reply was that it wasn't in the cards for him. But it's not that Tommy never wanted a child. He was heartbroken when he found out that Holly was pregnant and said he never would have killed her if he knew. And there's the fact that Tommy didn't just consider himself Tariq's uncle. He also considered himself Tariq's godfather. At one point in time when Tariq started getting in trouble, Tommy told Ghost if Tariq were my son, and before letting him finish the sentence, Ghost said, "But he's not." This all goes to show me that deep down, Tommy wished that he had a kid and a family of his own. And it still might happen. Maria Garcia might be the one. There's also the fact that it's been rumored that Tommy has a long-lost child out there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where this rumor started, possibly an old Courtney Kemp interview. So with that said, today I'm going to be going back into time and looking into who is Tommy Egan's secret son. And today I'm looking into the theory of the answer being Junior Young, aka Junior Valdez, the son of Paz Valdez. To get more into this, we have to look into a conversation at a dinner that occurred at the beginning of season 3 of Power between Paz, Angela, and Ghost. The three sat down for a meal at Angela's apartment. Not much was said. They ate their food. Then Paz asked Jamie if he was still in contact with anyone from the old neighborhood. Before he could even answer, she said, "What about that Mau Mau, Tommy Egan?" So for interpretation, calling someone a Mau Mau in Puerto Rican is basically like calling him a sucker, a lowlife, or a punk. Meaning it's not a friendly word. So what would cause Paz Valdez to randomly ask about Tommy Egan and also call him a Mau Mau? That is because Tommy Egan hooked up with Paz one time when they were kids and he got her pregnant. Paz caught feelings for Tommy, but Tommy was a player back in the day and ghosted Paz. Paz didn't want to tell Tommy that she was pregnant through someone else or even through a message. She wanted to tell him in person. But the more she tried reaching out to Tommy, the more he ghosted her. This is why Angela initially thought that Tommy Egan was Ghost in Power Season 1. Because he'd been ghosting females all the way back since high school. And if you were wondering where I got the reference that Tommy was a player, it was during a car ride with Ghost and Tommy in Power Season 1, Episode 1. Ghost told Tommy that he gets more than the pound. Also keep these facts in mind. Number 1, Tommy and Paz were raised in the same neighborhood. Tommy did know Paz's father. We can see that from Angela's funeral. Number 2, it was obvious that Junior was raised without a father. There was no man in his life other than Poppy, and Paz had no outside help either, other than from Angela. On the same note, we never even seen Paz with a man in her life. And from what I can see, she is very bitter, especially towards men. That's because she had dreams of her own like Angela. But Tommy Egan got her pregnant and she had to raise Junior all on her own. Getting me back to Angela's funeral scene that I mentioned a few seconds ago. At this funeral, Tommy gave Paz an envelope full of money. Probably at least a good 20-30 bands. At the time, Paz accepted it and embraced Tommy. This is because she was grieving. Then moving forward to season 6, Paz was on the edge and showed up at Tommy's door asking him to kill Ghost, or the man who killed her sister. All that time later, she still had all the money Tommy gave her and told Tommy, "I don't want your money." Why would she not spend that money that Tommy gave her, knowing Junior needed to go to school and Poppy needed to be in a nursing home? That's because her bitterness for Tommy Egan over the years was greater than her family's needs. Then you got to think about, how did Paws even know where Tommy lived? That's because she'd been stalking Tommy for years. That's why she knew she could ask him to kill for her. And she said, I know the type of man you are. Getting me to, how will it be revealed that Tommy is Junior's father? Keep in mind the flash drive that Sax gave Junior at the end of Ghost Season 3. This could be that Tommy Egan is the person who killed Angela. Sax doesn't know that Tasha already told Paws, and we don't know if Paws told Junior. Or does he still think Ghost killed Angela? Even though Sax doesn't know Tommy is alive, he could be giving them this info just so they could have closure. Then Blanca finds out that Tommy Egan is alive and sends Junior to Chicago to help Stacy Marks and the Chicago crew take down Tommy Egan. But Junior would have a personal vendetta against Tommy. Then sometime, maybe around Season 3, Junior would attempt to kill Tommy when Tommy ends up killing Junior. Keep in mind that much like Tommy, Junior has no problem killing. Remember, Paws had to stop him from killing Ghost. How did Paws know that her son was so easily capable of killing a man? That's because she knew what type of man his father is. Then after Junior is killed in Season 3, Season 4 of Raising Kanan comes on, and Ghost and Tommy are introduced along with Angela and Paws. Only to find out the truth that Tommy Egan was the father of Junior and he killed his own son. Then at the end of the day, Paws would have to be the person to kill Tommy. He would have got her pregnant and ghosted her, killed her sister, and killed her son. Other ways it could be revealed that Junior is Tommy's son is maybe that is revealed in the flash drive that Sax sent Junior. Or maybe at some point in time, either Tommy or Junior have to get some kind of blood work done where the truth is revealed. There's also a chance that Junior already knows that Tommy is his father, and Paws told Junior to stay far away from him because he's a bad man. And Paws didn't tell Junior that Tommy killed Angela because he knows that Tommy is his father. One theory I've heard out there is that Junior is actually Ghost and Angela's child. But I'm not feeling that theory at all. I do not want Tariq to have an older brother, especially a cop. If Ghost has another kid, let it be with Ramona down there in Miami. Plus, the theory that Ghost is Junior's dad is based around the idea that Poppy sent Angela away to choke after she got pregnant. But that is not true. Number one, Ghost was waiting at the train station with Angela, trying to make her miss it the day she left. Number two, Ghost also got accepted into Choate, and Angela tried talking him into going. But Ghost said that he couldn't leave Tommy behind. The only door open for that theory being true is that Angela didn't even come to Ghost's father's funeral. But I always assumed that Angela had already moved on to be with another guy, and that's why she didn't come, and not because she was pregnant. I mean, Angela didn't quite have the reputation of being chaste. She was hooking up with her co-worker Greg Knox, then was hooking up with Ghost, a married man, anywhere she could, his club, wherever. Then she also hooked up with Steve Tampio, like the second time she ever talked to him. So that's probably why she missed the funeral. She already had a new boyfriend. And there's the fact that the same dinner I mentioned earlier in the video, Ghost asked about Junior and how he was doing. So Junior was no secret that they were trying to hide from him. And there you have it, Tommy Egan's secret son. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.